It's officially out, so mainstream, yes. Okay, you happy?
Thank you.
Now it's not dropping for another 3 months. I'm on my Dr. Dre shit. No, I'm joking. No, you can have the track, man. I'm actually going to change that hook, being that Noah is really not a Nick no more, as far as I'm concerned. And D Rose is not a Nick. Damn, nobody in that hook is a Nick no more, man.
Noah is a Nick, but he isn't.
That nigga ain't played yet.
Damn, for real?
He hasn't played, and they're not going to play him. They're going to trade him. Watch.
Wait, who's gonna trade for him?
You'll be surprised.
With that contract.
You know who I can see taking him? And he'll fit right in. My other team, the Spurs.
Wait, didn't they just sign him?
Yeah, like last year.
I don't think the Spurs is gonna take that contract in the salary cap league, and they already paying LaMarcus Aldridge. Nah.
I'll see why not.
They already paying LaMarcus Aldridge. They paying Kawhi.
Who else is making
so what?
That's it. They got a lot of cap space.
A third type max player. If they gonna.
But what would they have to lose?
Exactly. But you only got him for 2 more years.
But
you traded for him.
Right.
How many years?
He has 2 more years.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I can see them doing that.
So he has this year, then
and then what? You got Paul Gasol that's going to be off and off injured anyway. So.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Gasol,
oh man, yeah. Are you gonna talk about the Grizzlies?
Yes. Damn, make sure you cutting up.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem with the NBA now. Coaches don't run the teams, and neither do. I don't really think the GMs really run the team either. Everything is based on what the players don't like. Like, first of all, they weren't even playing that. They have a losing streak. It's early in the season. Why are you firing the coach?
Because Marc Gasol.
First of all, Marc Gasol is such a little crybaby. Like at the end of the day, he's always hurt in this and action. So he's the last one that deserves to complain.
He's be panicking. Like, I don't get it. Like, listen. You shouldn't be firing any coach until at least January. Wait till at least January or some shit. Like, damn, it's not even 25% of the season yet, and they already firing coaches. Like I remember the Lakers did that shit a couple years ago.
Yeah, they fired
Mike Brown.
Yeah,
after 3 games, I'm like, damn.
I feel so bad for him. I was actually happy that he got a ring.
Yeah.
Wait,
and then
he didn't get it. Oh yeah, he did on the Warriors.
He was on the Warriors.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Yeah,
he probably was like,
that was messed up with the Lakers, and then they
he's not a bad coach.
And then they got Mike D'Antoni. I'm like, oh god, like when they could have had Phil Jackson. I'm like,
come
I'm like, come on,
man, run and shoot. He makes me laugh when he talks. Like Mike D'Antoni, but like I said, the way that this league is now, like you firing guys just because a player is just pleasured with him. Why not just get rid of the player? Like Marcus, I'm sorry, like he's a good center, but he's not somebody that's going to carry the Grizzlies.
Oh no, that's what I was about to say. It depends on the type of player you have, because
Marcus ain't nobody.
No, of course, but if you have a superstar, you're not getting rid of no superstar for no coach.
Well, he's supposedly he's a superstar in Memphis. But at the end of the day, I don't care if you're a superstar. If you're making my team disgruntled and showing up my coach, you're mad because you got benched. But meanwhile, the team was winning when you got benched.
So you mean to tell me
that's what this is really all about?
Like Russell Westbrook, James Harden, LeBron James, if they were unhappy with their coach,
I would trade.
You would trade the player. You bugging?
No, I'm not bugging because if the player is that good, I can get a lot for that player.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a GM mind state, so I know how I can pull trades off. Trust me, a player like Russell Westbrook, give me your best 2 top players in a draft pick.
Oh, and guess what? Those players you do get in return might not even equal to that player you just traded. So
I'm gonna make sure.
What's the point of doing that? Yeah, no.
I'm gonna make sure.
It's harder to find a great player such as those than it is to find a good coach.
I'd rather have a great team than a great player.
Nah.
Perfect example.
Great
like you said yourself.
Team.
Like you said yourself though. I mean, I hate to bring this up, even though they did win tonight. But look at the Knicks. They're flourishing without Carmelo, shockingly. I mean, they're not playing that great. As you know, now they're 10-10, and they came back down to earth, and all the talk of, we're going to the playoffs.
But the thing with Carmelo, it's his playing style. That's the thing that drags out the team. It's his playing style. It's not. I don't think it's like his personality or anything like that, or his unhappiness with the coach. Like, I don't think that's what drags. I just think it's his playing style. He used to playing ISO ball, and he doesn't want to change that. So, That's what I feel like when he
It's not
drives.
he doesn't want to. He don't have the right players to do it. Like when you're an ISO player, you
He's
need
still doing that
shooters.
shit in OKC.
Exactly. He don't have the right players
He's
to do
still
it.
doing that shit in OKC, bro, with two other great players.
Side note, they lost tonight because of that shit too.
Come on, man.
But he doesn't have the right players.
How? You have two other great players. Two top 15 players. How can you say he has no players? You
I
have that
didn't say
excuse.
he had no players.
He had that excuse on the Knicks. He doesn't have that excuse on the
I
Knicks.
said he didn't have the right type of players. First of all, if
No,
you're an
that's what
ISO
I'm
player, ISO players do what? They hold the ball, correct? So if you're holding the ball and you demand double teams, what do you need? Then when you kick out, you need shooters. Thunder don't have no shooters. Who's a shooter?
I understand that, but you can't hit the man cutting. Guess what?
Who's cutting?
That's open. What?
Against a zone defense, how can you
Wait,
cut?
Russell, you don't see what Westbrook cut into the lane?
He's not left open. You know who they leave open on the Thunder? Andre Bum-Ass Robinson. Well, you know what? I take that back. He's not a bum. He actually plays defense. He's a very good defender, so I take that back. He's not a bum.
But he's a bum on offense.
As far as shooting, he's terrible.
If you're being double teamed, somebody's open, somebody's
Andre
cutting to the
Robinson.
basket. Somebody's cutting to the basket. He can't shoot, but he can. We can make layups. He's an NBA player.
But when
He
you
can
cut to
make
the
layups.
basket,
Come on,
there's
man.
people already under the basket. Steve Adams is under the basket.
That's
You're
still,
clogging.
you still have one extra player on one player. Like that
It's
still
not that
increases
easy,
your
my man.
chance. It's not, but it increases your chance of making that basket. And
Who did
Melo is not
Who
making
did
those
Jordan
plays,
have? Who
man.
did Jordan have? That's what I want to know. He had shooters. He had Paxson, BJ. Scottie Pippen wasn't a great shooter, but guess what? He got out the way.
I feel like no matter what team Melo's on, he would still play the same style. He could be on
that's his
Golden
style.
State. Okay, that doesn't work. You're dragging the team down. He could be on Golden State, right? And you say he needs shooters. He'll still play the ISO ball.
Yeah, but guess what? He would have way more assists. A lot of players in the NBA don't know how to move without the ball.
Because he would still hold the ball. He would still hold the ball, man.
They know how to move without the ball. The Thunder don't.
That's true.
I watched their
That's
games.
true.
Paul George is standing there, which I'm shocked because he's a guy that's a cut. He started his career off as a cut to the basket type of guy.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook, he'll stand there because he thinks he can make the three.
Yeah.
And I really don't believe he can.
And it's not even that. He's too much similar to Melo. Like he's
But
the
one thing that Westbrook does that people don't give him enough credit for, that I give him credit for it now because he's progressed in this. He gets a lot of assists. Dude averaged a triple-double. So when people say he doesn't move the ball, it's bullshit. Because you can't average a triple-double, get 10 assists a game, and you don't move the ball.
True.
So, at the end, the Thunder are going to figure it out. Like I said, I think they're going to the second round, and that's as far as they're going to get.
I feel like they
If they play the Warriors second round, the Warriors are getting eliminated.
Nah.
All right.
I feel like they can be a
Remember
threat.
this conversation.
They can be a threat to the Warriors, but I don't think they be in them. Like,
If the Thunder make a trade and get a six-man, meaning somebody of the likes of like a J.R. Smith or a C.J. Miles like the Raptors have now, they will eliminate the Warriors.
No,
I'm telling you.
Too much firepower on the
All
Warriors.
right, watch. They match them perfectly, player for player. Player for player. Steph cannot stop Russell Westbrook.
True.
Russell Westbrook could stop Steph Curry if he really put in that work.
I mean, but then nobody could stop Russell Westbrook except Russell Westbrook.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, there's no. Listen,
There's this
no
team called
one,
the Spurs that give him problems all the time. He played for the
because
players.
you know why? Because he was the only fucking player on the team.
How?
After
Even when he
Durant
was with
left.
Kevin Durant. We know how to stop him.
Wait, then they came back from like 3-1 down on the Spurs 1 year.
Yeah, but it wasn't. No, it was the opposite.
No,
And we eliminated them.
No. They came back from 3-1 down on the Spurs to make the finals.
No, it wasn't 3-1. They wasn't down 3-1.
Yes, that was that year. That was the only year they made the finals.
No, I don't remember them coming down from the 3-1.
Yes, it was like 3-1. It was a 3-1 lead.
They were not down 3-1.
Yes, it was a 3-1 lead. 3-1 or 3-2, one of them. 3-1 or 3-2, but they came back on the Spurs. So I don't know about the Spurs always giving them problems.
No, we give Russell Westbrook a problem. Shooting percentage is horrible.
The shooting percentage is always horrible. He's in the low 40s for his career. He's in the low 40s for his career. It's not like he's a 50% shooter.
But now, because look who we had. Well, last year he was the only scorer, really, if you want to be technical.
But even when he had Kevin Durant, he was shooting in the low 40s.
I mean, look, the guy is who he is. He earned his name for a reason.
But sometimes you gotta change your stripes, bruh.
You do. And he did last year. Look what he did. Triple-double. They still couldn't win.
If some shit ain't working, you gotta learn how to change up your style, man.
I mean, like I said, he did last year. He still couldn't win. Now he has firepower, so let's see what happens. I just think they need one bench player because once two of those guys are sitting, you're not going to be able. Then you're burning somebody out too much. So
I feel like they
need a 6-man.
I feel like they just need time to gel. Like I feel like by February, they'll be in playoff contention. Exactly.
They need to start playing better than what they've been playing.
How many games
it's the
are
teams
we in?
they're losing
December.
to. It's not the fact they're losing; it's who you're losing to.
I understand that, but how many games are we in? Like
it's
what,
about 20 games. 20-something games already.
Come on, man. Just give it some time. It's still early.
I still say they need a bench player. It's obvious that's what their weakness is. Because soon as the starters come out, it's a different ballgame. You don't know who's going to score unless Melo or Paul George or Westbrook is still on the floor with the backup.
I mean, but you're expecting that, right? They traded for both Paul George and Melo, so of course they're not going to have a bench.
They got to sit.
But no, what I'm saying is, if you trade for those players, you're not gonna have a bench. You can't expect them to have a bench. I didn't go into the season expecting the Oklahoma City Thunder to have a bench because I knew they traded.
Well, they should have did what Miami actually did when they got all those fucking players. Sign some scrap guys, put them in there, pick up the scraps, give them the league minimum, and get these guys assigned to your team for the league minimum.
Who was out there?
They could have got Nick Young before the Warriors took him.
True.
Who else was it? They could have got C.J. Miles. There was players out there. There's still some players now that are free agents. I think that they could grab up, but maybe they're waiting until, like I said, December 15th is when I think you're going to see a lot of players changing. Well, key players changing jerseys. I just don't know who yet.
I don't think any key players are getting traded anytime soon. Until probably like February.
We'll see. December 15th. I'm telling you. That's when players can that's when players you just signed can be moved. I think the Knicks are going to find somebody to take Noah somehow.
To take Noah?
I don't know. But see, the thing is, I don't know if the NBA is like baseball where you have to pay a portion of the contract or take responsibility for it. I don't think they have that in their CBA. But if they do...
I think it is like that.
If they do, somebody's going to take them.
I don't know. I don't see it.
A healthy Noah? Why not?
I don't see it happening.
A team like the Spurs or maybe a team like Portland even use him as a backup. They need that toughness. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You never know.
No, you need toughness that can be on the fucking court, not toughness that gets injured.
Well, that's the risk you take making a move for him. So, like I said, I'm not putting my hopes up that he's gonna get traded, but they keep trying to. Every deal that they throw him in, they keep saying they want the Knicks. If they're taking Noah, they need the Knicks' first-round draft pick. Which I say, get rid of that. Get rid of it.
That makes sense.
Move the draft pick. We don't know where we're going to land in the draft pick. Apparently, this team is trying to make the playoffs, so you're not going to get a high draft pick. The draft is trash anyway. Then it's like you lose all that money off your cap space. So now you have cap room to go out and get a young and up-and-coming player. Or two. So it makes sense to get rid of that draft pick. But the Knicks, that's the only thing holding up the trade apparently. The Knicks don't want to trade their first round draft pick. And I think teams are saying that because they know they don't want to get rid of their first round draft pick. So
I mean, with the Knicks' history, you remember all those draft picks they had given away from before? I feel like now they want to be smarter with trading their draft picks.
Yeah, but see, they just overdid it. They was trading every first round draft pick every trade.
Yeah,
I'm saying at least give it to this year's.
So they probably traumatized by that. They like
that's a win-win. I get rid of my first round draft pick and I free up a hell of a lot of cap space, and I don't owe Noah nothing for the next 2 to 3 years. I could go out and buy me a player now. Fuck a draft. Somebody that's proven.
Who else gonna want to come to the Knicks, man? And don't
a lot of people want to play with KP. A lot of people.
Okay.
Paul George. True. Paul George. Even Kevin Durant said at one time.
Yeah, you have KP. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's the only reason.
Like I'm surprised
I thought you was gonna give me the bullshit or everybody want to play in New York. Like no.
I mean, people want to play where they can get paid.
Exactly.
These guys' morals are different. That's why you're not going to have that many guys in the league that's going to get a ring. So it is what it is. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to get into Nima, baby. Back then, man. This girl, she's Yo, she's killing shit. Like, real talk, if you're listening, Nima, shout out to you. We just did Power 105 with DJ Will this past Friday at Aloha Lounge, and yo, she got selected again. So now she's gonna be on Hot 97 and Power 105 and our radio station and Desert Storm. So yeah, man, like y'all listen out for Nima, baby, man. Back then. Shout out Jack Black. At 12 o'clock, it will be her birthday. I seen that girl grinding hard for the longest, man. She gets so much love. She gives off great positive energy. She gonna kill it tomorrow. Come out to Aloha Lounge tomorrow, 10 o'clock to 1:30. I will be in the building. It's Jack Black birthday, so the shit is gonna be a fucking zoo. She's gonna tear it up along with the rest of the artists. But yeah, I want to get into a couple of things. Speaking of downfalls, what the fuck is up with Akeem Talib? Well, whatever the fuck his name is. It sounds like something out of the fucking Islamic team.
Yeah, he's snatching niggas' shades like he in the club or something.
You know what makes me laugh about dudes like him?
Oh, shit.
He talks so tough. Like in interviews, and he does all this stuff during the games. He's the same type of dude. He's like these Instagram thugs. They talk so tough on Instagram and showing their pistols and their Glocks. And you see them in person.
Yeah, that is the dumbest thing to me.
Yeah, you see them in person, it's just, yeah, man, you know, I was just joking. It was miscommunication. No, nigga, ain't no miscommunication. Yeah. Like, he talks so tough. It's like you're grabbing his chain. If you really dislike Crabtree that much, like, you could find a way to see him in the streets. I'm pretty sure we would have seen it on TMZ. Crabtree and Talib in a bar fight somewhere.
True,
like
but I don't know. I felt like he was just trying to disrespect the man, because that's
you
wild.
snatched his chain twice.
Yeah, that's wild disrespectful.
Now me, if that was, oh Lord, I would have found him in the locker room. I would have pulled the Doug. Who was that? Doug Christie and Rick Fox. I got into that fight. Man,
or Mello with Kevin
Garnett. Yeah. No, but that shit that got calmed down, but. The whole thing with like Doug Christie and Rick niggas went back to the locker room. Vanessa Williams got involved. That's how crazy this shit was. Like, man. So you know, like Hakeem Talib, he's a joke. Like you know, it is crazy. This is what I don't understand about it. Why does Crabtree get suspended?
Nah,
it's clear as day. His chain got snatched.
True, but afterwards he was swinging at people and shit.
I don't blame him. My safety's in danger.
And before he got his chain snatched, he did punch the other corner in the stomach, Chris Harris.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, but they did show it. They showed the footage. They showed him punching the dude in the stomach. So yeah, he kind of, you know what I mean? He kind of instigated that.
I mean, that's the NFL I like and know, though. Like, I remember the days of Raiders and Broncos.
Nah.
I remember helmets got knocked off. I remember, what's this dude?
I don't know.
Steve Atwater taking off Bo Jackson's head a few times.
Nah, I want to see that type of shit. Not niggas trying to fight that.
Not that.
Yeah,
I want to
watch MMA.
I want to see people's heads get cracked open a few times, man. I want to see football. I want to see somebody helmet get knocked across the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen anymore.
Okay, well, I'm joking, but
that's not gonna happen anymore.
I want to see a helmet roll on the floor with a head in it or something. Need some good old Viking football.
It's not gonna happen anymore. Niggas is smarter nowadays.
Yeah, the way they was fighting, Raiders and Broncos have had some dirty history, man.
Nah, you know what I hate seeing football players do when niggas be punching each other with
helmets on.
Like,
I don't get that. How stupid are you?
You gonna break your hand?
Shit, ain't nobody Aaron Judge on that field to punch through a nigga helmet.
Yeah, but like, what kind of shit is you on? Like, I never understood that.
Like, that's ridiculous, though, to throw a punch with somebody's helmet. I know he was hurting after that shit was over.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all you doing is hurting your hand. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but then, switching to sport real quick, because I really did my research on this Shohei Ohtani guy from Japan. And, yo, dude has a highlight hitting a home run. How do you hit a home run through the fucking dome? Like, that's impossible. That's ridiculous. If you guys are listening, these Yankees or Japanese or whatever you are, and you're a baseball fan, go on YouTube. Put in, what the hell is his name? Shohei Ohtani hits home run through the dome. That is ridiculous. Now, see, my question about when he comes to the major leagues, how is he going to be handled? Because he's more. It looks like he's more of a pitcher, but I guess on his days off, they're talking about he's gonna actually play like in the lineup. So I'm figuring it's gonna be an American League team that's gonna get him.
So he's gonna be an everyday player / pitcher. So he's gonna actually
That's
get
a risk.
starts.
That's a risk.
So he's
like,
gonna get starts.
I don't know. It depends who gets him. Because he throws. They say he hits 100, but I read the report that he hits 96.
I feel like
Be honest with you, I would if I was
I would
18,
put him in a bullpen.
I was gonna say that he should be a regular everyday hitter, but he should be a reliever on his off days. That's what I think.
Because the problem with him, first, the thing about him,
Because you're gonna take away from his power, though.
That's too much work. That's what
He does it in Japan?
That's too heavy of a workload, man.
But to pay that much for a reliever?
Okay, listen, he does that in Japan, but will he be able to continue doing that? Perfect example. Remember Daisuke Matsuzaka?
But he's not a hitter.
I understand that.
He's not as good
but
as
he
this
was
dude.
he was logging heavy minutes in heavy innings. I'm sorry, wrong sport. He was logging heavy innings in Japan. Came here doing the same shit. Within a couple years, he was washed.
But
You feel me? Don't wear out the dude.
I mean, I don't know. Like what they're saying is it's going to be a situation where most teams that are probably going to have his interests are American League teams where he can actually DH. And then he could still whatchamacallit? Because I heard
that's how I think.
That good.
Okay, so that's how it should work. Then, if that's the case, then he would be able to be a everyday player. But if he on the field playing defense and everything, and that's too much of a workload.
But you guys you guys are telling me if you had a chance to get him, you're gonna put him in the bullpen?
No, not strictly.
That's what you both just said.
Listen.
No, we're saying be an everyday player, a position player,
but come out of the bullpen, not be a starter,
not be a starter. Hell no, I'm not putting him as a starter.
Why not? But if a guy throws 100 and throws a fork ball at 88,
but you're just wearing the player out.
But
by the All-Star break.
How old is he? That's
23.
By the time he hit like 28, he gonna be like Al Leiter.
That's what I'm saying.
Al Leiter was a damn good.
And he's a good hitter too. But I'm saying,
Come on,
that's too.
You don't go this hard for a guy to come out of your bullpen.
What is he better at? Pitching or hitting?
No, he's great at both. That's the thing.
Okay, so let him be my everyday hitter, and listen. If it's an emergency situation, that's when I would start him.
But if he goes to
let's say
like the Yankees, I'd rather have him as starting pitcher than hitting because we have enough hitting.
Okay, yeah, it depends on the team. But if you need hitting and you have pitching, I would still sign him, right? Exactly, a team like the Mets, I would sign him. Let him be my everyday hitter, right? And we stay having pitching injuries and shit. And a couple of our pitchers go down. That's when you throw him in there. But for the time being, I'll leave him in the bullpen.
It could go either way. That's why with a player like him, it's a tricky thing, but it's a good thing. But I don't know. Based off of what I read and what I saw him do, he's tall. He's 6'3". He's kind of lanky, but the dude bat is serious. Like, what was his stats? I think he hit 314, 330, no, 313, 314, then 331 last year with 20-something home runs. Then his ERA was under 3. It's like, I'm like, what the fuck?
If you're an American League team,
I don't think he's going to dominate pitching-wise, though.
Listen, if you're an American League team, sign him, DH him, and then have him be a starting pitcher. If you're a National League team, if he's going to be an everyday player, put him in the bullpen.
I don't know. I just don't see nobody paying. I don't think he's going to get that much money because of the thing he had to waive, but I don't see a team going this hard for a player of that caliber just to put him in the bullpen.
No, teams always go hard for Japanese players, man.
He'll get spot starts.
Teams always go hard for Japanese players.
Yeah, they don't put him in the bullpen.
They're going to be paying a grip. They're going to be paying
I think because of the rule, some rule that they say he's only going to get like the most like 5.3 million.
Yeah, it's a transfer of funds.
Yeah,
because he currently has a contract.
Exactly.
But it's basically it's like a buyout agreement.
No, yeah, I understand that, but the team that signs them, they also not only do they pay that player's salary, they also have to, yeah.
Well, but this is another thing that I think he's smart, but this is funny. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but he he's given all the teams that's interested a quiz, and based on those questions, how they answer his questions that he put, that's who he's gonna, I guess, have the most interest.
Oh shit!
Now I wonder what these questions are.
That should remind me of you ever seen Step Brothers? When they went in for the interview, they're like, "We'll interview you." You never seen Step Brothers with Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell
And John C. Reilly?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your best friend? Yeah. Remember when they went into the job interview? He said, "We'll interview you." That's the type of shit he doing.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that's crazy. Like I mean, I never heard of that, but
Man.
this is what happens. This is what happens when you're in demand, man. Like you
have all the, you have all the leverage.
Yeah. So who knows what's going to be said in those interviews? I just hope. To be honest, I really don't want the Yankees to get him. I don't think we need him. Like we have enough offense. We have kids in the minors that are gonna come up. We got Clint Frazier's gonna DH.
So, but if you think,
no point.
But why don't you? You were saying he should be a starting pitcher, though, right?
Yeah, but I feel like even I don't know, man. I'm not. He's not Tanaka. He throws harder, but it's something about him and his delivery, like.
Well, is it a control thing? Because
no, he's a good pitcher, but it's just with American players, his arm angle, it's kind of easy to see the ball. He's not like the typical Japanese guy where there's a lot of deception in his delivery. Like he throws kind of like a Hugh Darvish, like it's a pause, but you see the ball coming out from here. So even if you're throwing the nastiest curveball, I see that it's coming down. Yeah. So I could time it. Or just miss it, foul it off till you throw me that fastball or that forkball.
Yeah, but you could still tweak his mechanics and stuff. That's all mechanics. When he gets to the majors, I'm sure the whatever coach is coaching him or whatever, they're gonna spot that and they're gonna be able to fix that. If he's the player that he's hyped to be or whatever, you could still sign him as a pitcher. You say he's great at pitching and hitting, right? So. If you don't need a hitter, you can still sign him as a pitcher. But like if you have a player that's great at pitching and hitting, I feel like you should sign him as a hitter because a hitter has more impact because they play every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm just weary about him. Like it's a tricky situation, being that he's gifted doing both, which is a rarity. So we'll see how it goes out. I think personally he's going to probably wind up with either the Cubs. I don't see the Dodgers getting him. There's nowhere for him to go. Our rotation is stacked. So it's like, what are you going to do? Trade somebody? Like, I don't know. Yeah. I can see the Yankees getting him, but I think he's going to wind up with like a Cubs or even like maybe like a Texas Rangers.
Yeah, I can see a Texas Rangers.
So we'll see.
Like a big spending team, even a team like the Angels. I don't know why I can see them doing
that's
that.
a reach.
Yeah,
that's a reach.
But listen,
he's gonna look at their history and be like, no.
But they've been known to overspend. They've been known to overspend.
I don't care if you give me $1 million yen and some egg rolls. I'm not signing that.
Even Dennis Eggleston teach me how to do a freaking screwball. I still ain't taking it.
Oh man, he'll be screwed if he signs it.
Wait, that's who their manager is now? Eckersley?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just making a joke.
Yeah,
I'm making a joke here because
the Angels. I don't know. I'm surprised they haven't made the playoffs none of these years. Like Trout's got to be disappointed and ready to pack his bag.
Hell yeah!
I think after this year he's a free agent.
I was about to say that.
See, everybody's talking about
him, Harper, and Machado are free agents.
Everybody's talking about Bryce Harper going to the
Yankees.
Yankees. No, I think Trout has more of a chance because one, he's a Jersey
I can see
kid.
Trout going to the
Listen, one, he's a Jersey kid.
Yeah,
he'll be closer to home. Yeah, and.
Because you know people from Jersey love the Mets for some weird reason.
No, not really. I know a lot of Yankee fans.
That is Mets.
I know a lot of Yankee fans.
That is Mets territory.
I know a lot of Yankee fans.
In Jersey?
Yes. I grew up in Jersey. I know a lot of Yankee fans.
Yeah, my family's in Jersey. I used to be in Jersey. Like
I know a lot of Yankee fans. There are Mets fans, but
there's
I know
no
a lot of
Yankee
Yankee
channel
fans.
in New Jersey. It's a Met channel. WWOR is Mets.
Well, we still have Yes,
which is now UPN, but yeah.
New Jersey still have Yes now.
You ever heard the joke about what UPN used to stand for?
UPN 9. As in UP in mind, yeah.
No, I never heard that one.
That was a joke. Yeah, that was a
What
joke.
the
That was
fuck?
a UP in mind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
I
so
never heard
bad.
that one. That's a good one, but I heard you, because it has so many black shows, it stood for United Proud Negro.
Yeah, I heard of that one too. That was the worst one. That was the
I
worst
was
one.
like, yo, this is the. And I used to watch it as a kid, like, why is there so many black shows
Yeah,
for once? This
yeah.
ain't BET.
Yeah.
Like, what's
Yeah,
up?
Mad black
so
shows
sorry.
on there.
It's not BT.
Oh, man, but I'm telling you, I can see Trout. If the Mets be aggressive and go after him, I can see Trout on the Mets.
Yeah, but I feel like a team like the Mets will fuck that up somehow. You feel me? That's why I said it's probably
Because the
gonna
Mets be
Yankees.
scared to spend money, but it's like, a player like Trout, he's only been hurt one time, really. Take the chance. What do you have to lose?
True.
You know-
No, you're right about that. But like I
And
said,
you have
I think
Cespedes.
they would screw it up somehow.
You have Cespedes, you still have Conforto. That'll give you have Rosario that's gonna grow.
Mm-hmm.
But the nucleus is there.
The Mets, I don't know what's going on with the Mets. They've been getting rid of like good players
But yeah, they don't need those
for no
players.
reason.
They're all
we
free
couldn't-
agents now.
Right, because we couldn't use Daniel Murphy.
Well, that's
we
one,
couldn't use
that's
a
a
player
big
like Daniel
regret that
Murphy.
they have.
Like, what the
Sheesh.
fuck?
Yeah, he came out of nowhere.
When they got rid of him, no, but listen, like when he was with us, he wasn't a good power hitter, but he was still hitting for
Yeah, he was
average.
still- but he was a terrible
always,
fielder, too.
yeah, but he was always a good player, a good hitter.
Yeah, them RBIs was serious. What, 2 years straight, right?
Yeah, like
he saved them in one series.
saved one series, yeah, he did.
he
Yeah,
was
did.
always a good hitter. Like I thought we should never got rid of him. Jay Bruce. I don't know why we got rid of Jay Bruce. I understand it's a lost season, but still.
And I was throw one name in there, but only because of the fact that I liked his power hitting. Ike Davis as well was very underrated for being
Yes.
what he was.
Yes.
And I think they got rid of, even though he fanned out.
He did.
But I mean,
They could have.
I feel like he would have.
They could have kept
He
him.
stayed
Yeah.
here. He would have done
They
something.
would
He
have
would've
kept
been.
him.
Now they got a new kid. This new rookie called Dominic Smith. Like they need to let him develop. He's another Ike Davis, but I think he's better. He's not going to strike out as much. He could actually hit
That was
for a
Ike
little
Davis'
bit.
problem.
Yeah, like he struck out way too much. Like,
Yep.
You know, and he just started like just being able to. He was easy to pitch to, pretty much. But I don't know. Like I didn't
All
see
speed stuff. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, I didn't see him fanning out like that. But that's ridiculous. And he had.
In 1 year, he hit like 20-something home runs.
He hit actually 30, I think.
Yeah, you're right. He did.
Yeah, and now he's back in the minors looking for work. That's crazy.
Seriously?
He's in the minors.
Damn.
Yeah, some teams sign him, but they sign him to the minor league contract. He doesn't make the team. Then he goes to the minors. If somebody gets hurt, then somebody will bring him up. I think he was in the minors last. He didn't really do much there because he didn't get no playing time.
That's crazy. There's a lot of that around Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
A lot of-
that's why in major leagues, man, if you're here and you get hurt and then all of a sudden you just steadily drop,
Look at
right away they'll call somebody up from the minors. Take the spot.
Look at Justin Smoke. All these years he was hyped up to be a great prospect.
Yeah, he actually had a good year. Yeah, that's
he finally
crazy.
had a good year. Like
One.
it's crazy.
Now he's
man.
going to try to get a big contract. Yeah, right.
For one good
You know
year.
who- you know
I
who's a
bet
free
the team
agent?
is stupid enough to give it to
He's
him.
trying to get a good contract now. Yeah, let's put an example. See Derrick Rose.
Yeah. No, there's gonna be a team dumb enough to give him a big contract. Watch.
Is
You know
there a
who I
baseball
wanna
version
see?
of the Knicks out there? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, come on. You know who I want to see where he's going to go? And I would be surprised if he got like a really small contract. He's a free agent. Jose Batista.
Yeah.
He's not coming back to Toronto. That's a done deal.
Yeah,
he's not the same player.
He's gonna listen.
I can see him going to Houston.
I can see. Yep, that's what I'm saying. I can see a
They don't have a DH.
a playoff contender looking for a veteran hitter. Come on,
Yeah, that would be ridiculous if he goes there.
Red Sox, Yankees, all the playoff contenders. That's what he's going for. Oh, speaking of Yankees, yo. They're looking to have Carlos Beltran be their manager. What?
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, that was the.
They're just interviewing everybody. They actually hit me up.
Wasn't
hit
he
me up on Gmail about coming in for an interview. So
Wasn't he playing?
I'll leave the station if you let me be the hitting coach.
Hey, hold on. Wasn't he playing just last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's done.
See, I never liked the idea of
But
having a
baseball's
player.
different.
No, I understand. But in any sport, I never liked the idea of a player retiring and going straight to coaching because I feel like there's a lot that goes into it, and I feel like they have to actually gain experience in coaching. Like start off as at least an assistant coach or something like that.
I would just
or
put his ass
position
in the
coach.
minor league system. But our minor league system coaches are good. They keep talking about Hemsley Mullins for some reason. I'm like, how? Shout out my artist King Kev, is a new young artist, man. Y'all gonna hear a lot about him. We got some things cooking up. You know, we gonna end 2017 on a high note, and we gonna bust it to 2018 real crazy. We got some shit up our sleeve. Shout out my other artist Mo Dollars. Somebody was asking me about Mo Dollars not too long ago. Say, yo, what happened to Mo? Mo's doing his thing. You know, he got his own brand. You know, he a young boss in the making. You know, he following in my footsteps. I'm proud of him. You know, he's a young dude. He's only 20 years old. And, you know, he's making, like, real boss moves, you know. That's, you know, just he understands shit is a process, man. So, you know, shout out my boy Mo. Shout out my boy Kev. You know, we doing the damn thing at Grind Star, man. Y'all gonna hear a lot more music from us coming. A lot of new music. But, yeah. What was I about to say? Just to continue what we was talking about, I honestly think the Mets have some tricky moves to make this offseason. Because there's one or two ways you can go. The question mark is, are you going to re-sign Matt Harvey? Most people are going to say no. I say, if he takes a one-year deal worth only $8 million, $10 million, re-sign him. Because you know why?
That deal, yeah.
You know why? He's going to take it. Because you know why? I don't think nobody on the market is giving him a multi-year deal. And if somebody offers him a deal, they're going to lowball him. They're going to be like, you're injury prone. $5-6 million. Take it or leave it. With an option for the second year. So Matt Harvey's going to probably be thinking in his mind, or I don't know if he's doing the thinking or if his agent's doing the thinking. Because you never know nowadays. These guys are a mind of their own. He's going to think, you know what? I'm going to take more money. I'm going to have a breakout year. And next year, I'm going to demand fucking $20 million. You know, so we'll see.
Be betting on himself. But let's see if he
I
does
think the Mets are going to
short-term
re-sign
deal.
him. I think so.
Yeah, they should re-sign him short term.
I feel they should. They give him one more year. You still have Syndergaard, Grom. You got Kevin Wheeler. Zach Wheeler.
I feel like we just need the Mets just need that.
They need one hitter.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like they just need that 1 year where all their pitchers actually stay healthy.
They're gonna. at least spot them some starts. You got. This is what I would do if I was a Met. This is why I think if I was the GM of the Mets team, I could really get a World Series out of that team. It's just a matter of Alderson making the right move. Like, end of the day, you keep your rotation, but every once and again, use that kid, what's his name, Robert Jesselman. Use him as a spot starter, as a long reliever. You got Seth Lugo. Use him. Stop tearing these guys' arms apart with these innings, because yes, a starter should be able to do that, but these guys are not built for it, apparently. So stop trying to make them bulldogs, because they're not. They're just, I don't want to disrespect them and say they're little puppies, but they're not built for these long innings, a lot of innings. They're not.
On the innings, strict inning count.
Let Dominic Smith play at first base. First of all, as long as he could field at first base, let him play. He's a kid. Well, he's 22, 23 years old. He's young. He's a prospect. He's going to give you 20 home runs. He's going to probably strike out 200 times, but if he gives me 20 home runs at first base, 70 to 80 RBIs and hits maybe 240, 250, that's a plus.
Yeah.
For a first full season, that's a plus.
Yeah, that's like rookie of the year stuff right there.
Borderline, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a rookie.
I mean, if there's other better rookies,
of course.
but I'm just saying.
Yeah, of course, and then and look, then you get like a right-handed bat, of course, to platoon with him. Use Matt Reynolds as a platoon player at first with him. Matt Reynolds plays everywhere on the field. Let the guy hit lefties.
Matt Reynolds, which Matt Reynolds? The one that used to play for the D-backs?
No, not that Matt Reynolds. You thinking about Mark Reynolds.
Mark Reynolds. Okay, I'm like, wait, he's still I'm like, this dude's still in the league?
No, he actually is. Mark Reynolds is busting ass with, he's on Arizona, I think.
He's still with Arizona?
Well, he went back to them. He's either on Arizona or Colorado. It was one of them NL West teams.
Shit. Wow.
Yeah, but Mark Reynolds is only, 34? So
I don't know.
Him being a part-time player is
like, you ever had
bad.
those certain players you just feel like they've been in the league forever?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because he started early. You know, he started at 20. That's why a guy like Adrian Beltre, he's been in the league
Exactly, a
since
dude
he
like
was
him.
18.
Like him, like yo.
You know, and
I'm like, damn, he's still around.
Yeah, but
That's
Adrian
crazy.
Beltre-
And that's why you feel the same about Beltran.
Yeah,
he's been in the
Yeah.
league since 2021 when the Royals had Tom Goodwin. They had a
I don't
young team
remember
back
any
then.
Royals players during that time except Beltran because
Yeah, they had
sucked at the top.
They had Goodwin, Beltran. I think Kevin Seisler was still on the team. He was on his way out. They were known for having the fastest players. They just couldn't hit. They couldn't hit for the long ball. They didn't have pitching. You know, now look
I'm lying. Zach Greinke as well.
Yes, Greinke was a Royal for a while. You know, like I said, the Mets, they're in a position where they have to figure out, okay, are we going to put the right players in play, or are we just going to bring up our kids from the farm? Because it looks like David Wright is pretty much never going to play a game again. So bring up Sakini, let him play third.
Yeah.
You have Rosario at short. He's supposed to be the number 2 prospect in baseball. So let's see it.
So David, who you said was the number 2 prospect?
Rosario,
Okay.
this kid. He's to me, he's like another Jose Reyes. I just think he'll be a better average hitter. He's just going to strike out a lot. He's going to be another strikeout guy.
And
But-
David Wright is still having back
Back
problems.
problems,
I just
yeah.
thought he wasn't a starter.
I just
anymore.
didn't get how is his back that bad? Like, what is he doing? Did he not get surgery?
Maybe it's the way he swings.
But did he not get surgery? This is going on 2-3 years now.
No, but it is said that once you have back surgery, like that shit is never the same.
Yeah,
your
but
back
he should
is
be
never
able to
the
still
same
play.
again.
He should
No,
be able to play.
if your back is never the same again, you're just gonna keep having surgery. Like once you have one, you're gonna have others. You know what I mean? Like once it's your back, it's a wrap. Look at Tiger Woods.
But he uses his back a lot though in golf. A golf swing is different from baseball.
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's in David Wright's swing. Maybe he does more of a golf swing. I don't know.
Well, he kind of does with that swing that he has. He's a low ball hitter, so. But you know, like I said, the Mets have the players there, but it's just a question mark of do you want to go young and just see what happens, or do you want to plug in the pieces? You have a rotation that could get you first place. So do you want to bank on them, or do you want to just
No. Surround them with hitters. If you have a great pitching staff, surround get
Yeah,
great
of course.
hitters.
I'm saying okay, but do you want to bring up your young players because you don't know what this pitching staff is going to do, or do you want to take the chance, buy into a player for 2 or 3 years that can give you guaranteed offense, like an Eric Hosmer? You know, but it makes no sense for the Mets to even get Hosmer.
Yeah.
I say let Dominic Smith play first base.
Exactly. Unless it's like some big can't miss free agent like Trout or
There's no
Harper.
guys out there like that.
Exactly. So
Next year.
play your young guys.
Do you feel you can get one of those 3 guys? There's Harper, Machado,
Yes.
Trout. There's 2 more players. McCutcheon's actually a free agent right now.
Even a dude like him, hell yeah, sign him.
And that's what's crazy. That's what they did in the video game.
And there's no salary cap in baseball, so
Yeah, I mean they're not
Why
really.
not?
Their salaries are not really that high for the Mets.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Who
you
is
don't
that?
have you don't have that high of a payroll.
Yeah, their
so,
payroll's not that high at all.
Man, listen, jump in there. If you
I
can
think
sign
they're like
McCutcheon,
the bottom 10 in payroll.
imagine, right? You sign McCutcheon, and then the next year you sign Harper or Trout.
Yeah, the question is, though,
That's a
if you do
sick
that,
ass defensive outfield.
if you do that, where are they playing? Because the thing is, you still have Cespedes and you still have Conforto. You're not moving Cespedes. You're not Conforto's
Wait,
the future.
Conforto, what?
It's
Wasn't
right
he a
field.
catcher?
No, he's right field. You think about DiArno.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all sound the same. I know.
No, did
That's
Conforto start off as a catcher? I could have sworn he was a catcher.
Wrong sport, Jimmy. I mean, wrong player. You think about Travis DiArno. That's another position that they're pretty good at. They got a kid in the minor, Thomas Nito. He's pretty good, but they have Plawecki, and DiArno's a free agent this year. I would personally if you bring up Nito and you're really high on him, let DiArno go because the dude gets hurt every 5
All right,
minutes.
so if that's the case, if you have that deep of an outfield, If
don't
you
think
do
they should
sign
sign. Yankees is waiting for Mike
McCutcheon,
Trout.
if you do sign McCutcheon, you can't sign Trout. So
Yeah,
the
just
better chance, the
let
better
it go.
choice, the better choice is
Let it
let
go.
let McCutcheon go
Yeah.
and sign the younger Trout or Harper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, but Harper's not coming to the Mets. He hates the Mets.
No, I would want Trout
He hates
over
this
Harper
team.
in the first place. Anyway.
Yeah, but if they do anything, I think they need to go out and get a power hitting or like a high average hitting infielder, like a second baseman. The shortstop, you got Rosario. Third base is a question mark, but they have Sakini, which
Okay,
I'm not high on that guy, but
Since
I
third
don't
base is a question mark, can't you move
Third and
Conforto? Can't you move Conforto to third?
I don't know. He's an
Inside
outfielder.
McCutcheon.
And he throws left-handed. No infielder throws left-handed. That's weird. Don't play an infield throwing left-handed. I've never even seen that.
No.
There was one player on the A's that played the infielder through left-handed, Doug Jennings.
But wasn't there a couple players that went from outfield to infield, or was
You
it
can
from
do it,
infield
but
to outfield?
Conforto's not an infielder. He's a lefty thrower, so that's not happening. That would be the most awkwardest thing ever.
Yeah.
Is that even a word?
Most awkward.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know. But as far as the Yankees, I like what we have. I really don't think we need to move any pieces now. If we do make a move, trade for Garrett Cole. Like, he can get hurt, but the dude is a shutdown pitcher. Like,
He throws hard too.
throws hard. He doesn't give up a lot of home runs. Then you got him, Severino, Tanaka, Montgomery, he's an Andy Pettit in the making. He had a damn good rookie year last year. Huh? Oh. And
damn money up here.
I feel like I'm missing somebody in our rotation.
You
And
wanna tell me his name?
I don't know if we bring back CC. That's a question.
No.
He had a damn good year, but
Yeah, but how many of those kind of years are you
it don't
expecting?
even be great if we have those four guys in place that started. He could be a number 5 and be decent. And that's all we need.
For
to
all
be.
that, you just bring up a prospect.
Prospect, yeah, but
You know what I mean? For all
I
that.
don't know, man. That's a touchy situation because CC is a Yankee, man. But I don't know if we bring him back. Supposedly he hasn't heard from Cashman, but CC being a cool guy said, I understand Cashman has a bigger issue at hand, like worried about finding a manager. Which I hope, based on what I'm hearing, it's all players and former players. So it looks like we're not even going to look at Dusty Baker. I heard Eric Wedge. I'm not high on him. I say the right choice is Brett Boone. I mean, not Brett Boone, Aaron Boone. That's really it. That's all. Or maybe David Cone, but I see David Cone as a pitcher coach. We have Larry Rothschild, so there's no point.
So why are they just looking at former Yankees?
They're looking at former players.
Mhm.
Well, but you know what it is?
All
The
those
Yankees,
players just happen to be former Yankees.
you know what it is though? That's the Yankee tradition. They like in-house because they know how they are. You don't want to when you get a guy to run your team. You want to know what his personality is like.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of a smart thing. It's always been the Steinbrenner way. Get somebody in-house that I know who this character is. I know he's not some loose cannon, or I know he's not a guy who doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Everybody says Beltran has the highest IQ in probably baseball. I don't see how, but
I just don't like I just don't like the idea of going straight from playing to coaching. Like
that's. I want to see at least you coach 1 year in minors, AAA, AA. Let me see how you
I'm not even saying
maneuver.
coach in minors. At least be a position coach, a bench coach or something like.
That's another thing. Why don't we just let Robbie Thompson run the team? He was right next to Girardi, and Robbie Thompson's a different dude from Girardi. He's the same. He has morals and all of that, and he's kind of strict, but he's more player friendly, if you ask me.
Yeah, that was Girardi's downfall, man. He was too damn strict, too military with it.
Yeah, because that's what he is. Like, look at him. Look how he walks.
Yeah, no, his haircut.
Exactly. Dude walks just like you hear his footsteps from like the upper deck.
I'm sorry, but he has like the dickhead cop haircut.
Word, man. He looks like somebody that would be like, "Why'd you drop that ground ball to me? Give me 20."
Give me 20.
He looks like that type of dude. Like I remember what he did to Cano. He made Cano sit because he didn't run out hard enough to the first base. And I'm like,
no, that's true though.
Listen,
Come on,
man.
you gotta hustle. Man.
He's the reason.
You getting paid, Brett. You getting paid all that money
to play a game. Like
all these guys, they become power hitters. They don't want to hustle.
No.
That's
you
how
gotta
it is.
fucking hustle.
Yeah,
Cause you never know. It's a regular routine infield fly, but shit, niggas be doing committing errors and shit. Come on, man.
Very true. Well, we're gonna take another break, and we're gonna come back and do our NFL picks and wrap it up with our lovely anthem, "Kiss My Ass." But right now, we will get into Bambi Band's future.
I'm trying to ball out on them.